Welcome, here I've got Xiaomi Mi 11 and I'm gonna show you how to use the camera Pro mode at this device. So at first we have to tap on the camera button to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's change it by using this settings bar and just simply going to the left to Pro. So here we are. This mode gives us possibilities to choose some shooting parameters by ourselves. This is useful when we want to learn photographic skills or making experiments with photography. So let me start with this settings bar. Let's go from the right. The first one button here allows us to pick the lens. We are on the wide lens. At the center we have ultra wide, and this is how the view has changed. We can pick also the macro. Now let's stay on the wide and move to the next one button. Here we have the exposure compensation slider, so we can manage the light of our picture. By going to the right on it, we can make our photo more bright. By going to the left, we can make it more dark. As you can see, at the center we have 0 parameter, so there's no problem to go back to auto exposure compensation. And here I want to show you one extra thing. When we go now to the right corner to this button to open some more advanced camera options, we have some tool to check if our exposure compensation is correctly adjusted, the exposure verification button. So by just one tap we can turn it on and another tap turn it off if we don't need it. Now let me keep this turned on. And now when I adjust the exposure compensation and give to my photo too much light, we have these red signs, as you can see. So it shows us the areas of the picture that are overexposed. And when we go to dark and make our photo too much dark, we have this blue signs that shows us which areas of the picture are underexposed. So this is really useful here to correctly adjust our exposure compensation. Now let's move to the next one button on this settings bar, the ISO. Here we can control the camera's sensitivity to light. We can pick sensitivity between 50, so less sensitive. By going to the right, we can make our photo more sensitive to 6 and 4000 of it. So this is really wide choice and really professional thing like this kind of camera. Of course, we can easily go back to the auto ISO by tapping on this A letter button from the left. The next one thing here is the shutter speed, so we can adjust the time of taking picture. We can make it shorter from 1 and 4000 of second, so this is really short, and this should be definitely better to objects, for example, that are in move, to frozen them at the picture. By going to the right on this slider, we can make our time much longer to 30 seconds, the longest here, so this should be definitely better to objects that are stable. And of course we can easily go back to auto ISO by tapping on this A letter button from the left. But I want to show you here one extra thing. When we adjust the shutter speed and the ISO together, the exposure compensation option here is locked, because these parameters together are kind of exposure compensation. So as you can see here, we can also manage the light of our picture, and also this exposure verification option, which is here, works with these two parameters. So remember about this. Now let's stay on the auto settings and move to the next one option, the focusing. We are on the autofocus. By using this slider, we can change this to the manual like that and pick the focusing area at our picture anywhere we need. By tapping on A letter button, we go back to the autofocus, and now let's move to the last one button here, the white balance. Here we can manage the temperature of our picture. We can pick the light, so it depends from the light we have in the area where we take a photo. This is the tungsten light, we have the daylight, white fluorescent light, and the cloudy light. And when we tap to the last one button, we get access to this slider, and here we can manually adjust the temperature in Kelvin degrees. By going to the right, we can make our photo more warm, more orange. By going to the left, we can make it more cold, more blue. Of course, we can go back easily to auto white balance by tapping on this A letter button from the left. And now I want to show you also one extra thing to go to the auto settings. So when we adjust all of them manually, and want to go back to the autos or reset them, we don't have to separately tap on this button. We can just tap on this one, which appears here from the left side, and now it asks us to reset all these pro parameters to default values, so OK, and now all of this goes back to the auto. And this is really easy. Now let's move to this button, the second from the left on this settings bar. Here we can change the metering, we can pick the frame average metering, and also the spot one, and the center weighted. Also cool thing is that here at the center on this settings bar we have 108 resolution, so the best possible quality of this camera, and just one tap to turn it on and off. And now let's move again to the right corner to this button, because I want to show you here one or two extra things. The focus picking, also this is tool to correctly adjust our focusing. As you can see, now we have this red signs, and this is connected with this focusing parameter. Now we can check where is the focus, like that. By tapping to the right corner, we can of course get access again to it to turn it off. And here we have really cool thing, the RAW format. So one tap to save our photo in the RAW format, not in JPEG. The RAW is used by professional photographers to saving more details at the picture with the better quality and post-producing them in graphic programs. So this is really cool thing and really pro. So by just one tap we can turn it on and off. And now let's move to the settings button from the left to open the advanced camera settings. Here I want to show you also the histogram, so this option is also available only in the Pro mode, and when we go back we can see it here. And now let me use all of these settings to take a picture, so let me adjust them like that. And maybe let me stay on ultra wide lens. To see the photo, let's move to the left to this button that follows us straight to the gallery, and this is how it looks like. I suggest you to making experiments with all of these settings and just have a good fun. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.